We were indeed one of the most powerful couples in history. What you're about to hear from me is a story about my old life that may be hard to believe, it may sound questionable, but you folks can be the judge of that. Hey folks, Ethan here, also known as the Valid Sense Enlightener. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys seen me before, welcome back. If you guys are new, welcome. So, tonight is Halloween, so happy Halloween to all of you. I got a very disturbing story about my past that I've learned probably over the months, I would say. This took quite a lot of channeling to understand about my past, about this particular life that I learned. This happened centuries ago. I'll show you guys the time period here. So this was, my gosh, man. I was actually a bit surprised that I was actually very dark in that time period. And this is about a love life that I had, and it was a very dark life that I had long ago. And I fell in love with a dark mystic long ago. And the way how it started was that I was actually an evil sorcery back then. I found out that I was told by my good angels that I was more like an outsider. I was not in a dark coven before, so I wasn't into any coven at all back then, which is kind of odd though, because sorceries can be in dark covens, but I didn't know I was an outsider, so there's that. But I met this beautiful woman, very magical, surprisingly very dark, and I was the one that fell in love with her first, and she was already in a coven, a dark coven. In fact, the amount of members that were in the coven, there were around, I was told there were 40 dark witches in that coven. I don't really know the name of it though. I don't know who they worship, which is not my concern, but I was the one that fell in love. Like I said, I was the one that made the first move, and I told her to leave her coven and fall in love with me, and pretty much we can have a crazy love life together. And she agreed to it though. But unfortunately, this had some consequences. And what actually happened was that when I told this dark mystic that to betray her own coven, the entire coven was outraged by her betrayal. So yeah, a battle broke out, and we somehow managed to survive, but we were only trying to defend ourselves, me and her. We were just only trying to keep ourselves alive, and there were deaths involved. Me and my dark love, we killed 7 witches, dark witches, which I was a bit surprised. I didn't know I was able to kill that much with her though. But we would have killed more, but obviously we would have been no match, so we only killed as much as we can just to defend ourselves, and we ran away. The location is very unknown, but I have been told that this location's around the globe from my location in my country, so we don't know where it is, but right now it's just unknown though. I don't have any other clue where the name of the location is, but that doesn't matter anymore because it's been, let's just say it's been forgotten in old times, so I don't know. But where did me and my dark lover run off to? We got into civilization, but once again, I don't know where, but I'm assuming it's also unknown as well. So, sorry about that. Anyway, I don't really know what we really did, but all I've been told is that me and my dark, mystic lover, we were crazy in love, and we did a lot of dark rituals. Like, I don't know how much. And also, the age, I was actually 37 years old, and she was 36 years old. So I was a bit surprised. I thought I would have been a bit maybe in my 20s, but I can't always expect what I was thinking it would be like, but there it is. So pretty well, mature age at that time. So but yeah, our love life was extremely dark, but very insane. I'm very certain that I've done a lot of dark rituals back in the day with her. I'm very certain of that. And we actually did make a family together. I did raise a son a long time ago. We didn't actually raise a child until my age was like 48. I was been told. So, yeah. Pretty much me and her and my son, we were doing a lot of dark rituals back then, and we were indeed one of the most powerful couples in history. That's what I've been told, which was damn crazy because I'm assuming whoever this woman was that I was in love with, she must have been very powerful in so many ways. And I don't know how powerful I was, but let's assume that we were both very dark, very powerful. I don't know who we worship, but it's not my concern. But moving on forward though, I'm surprised that we managed to live a very long life. And I was expecting if we were gonna die like in around like 50 or 60 age, but we actually did die of old age. I was very surprised about that, because as soon as I asked my guardian angels, did we die of old age, and they said yes, we did die of old age. I thought there would have been like divine folks out there that were wanting to kill us or kind of imprison us. I thought they would have done that. We might have been in prison, but I don't know because I didn't really ask that question. But we lived a very long life together, and I don't know which age that we died while we were old together, but let's just say we just died at old age. But the age number doesn't really matter at this point because, you know, it wouldn't really, I mean, it would have been might be an important factor in the story, but not necessarily. But all I know is that, well, from my guardian angels, we died of old age. But yeah, we were definitely a very dark, magical couple in history. But I do want to say that I am a divine sorcerer. That is the one thing I wanted to reveal to you guys. But I'm not that same person that I was centuries ago, because everything has changed. That life has died long, long ago. so I'm not that person anymore. But I am indeed a divine sorcerer, so I have been practicing magic in this generation, in this time period, so things have been different. But, so I don't really know much about my son back then, but I don't know if he was in love with someone else, but that's probably not my concern. But I would have asked this earlier, but I don't think this was not the biggest concern. But whatever my son did, I'm pretty sure he must have carried out the legacy that me and my lover did back in the days. Oh man, but it was just probably the darkest thing I've ever done in my life, and the only one lifetime that I was evil back then. So, in the afterlife, I've chosen to be in the light, and my son also chosen heaven, but unfortunately, my old ex, dark mystic lover, she betrayed us, and she decided to choose the darker path, and yeah, she became a fallen angel in the end. And I thought she would be in the light, but she didn't. She wanted more power, and that's what she did. She was originally a divine, angelic being in the beginning before she descended in this timeline that I was into, but unfortunately she went dark all the way. So that's it for her. She betrayed me and my son, and now to this day, um, she is indeed aware of what I'm doing in this timeline, but she obviously won't get to me because she's not allowed to. And not only that, she despises of who I am now to this day. But that's obviously not my concern, but I just want to let you guys know what's currently going on. And I'm obviously not going to let her ruin my life because obviously I have spirit guides that will keep me protected at all times, so I won't allow her to be in my presence anymore. And I don't love her anymore because she's a betrayer to me, and she would have had a great peace, but she desired more power, which was something that I didn't expect in the end. But anyway, that's my story of my dark life with her. Um, I don't think there were any other lives that I have, but that meant to say were truly dark. But I have been told that this was the only time that I was very evil back in the days, but I'm not that person anymore. So hopefully all of you enjoyed the story, though, even though this wasn't really a lot, but kind of give you guys an idea of what my life was back then as an evil sorcery. Anyway, love on to all of you guys, and as always, stay shine out there. I'll see you guys next time.